Good evening, everyone. Did you know that 1 out of every 4 seamen in the world is Filipino? It's no surprise why many of our countrymen, especially the youth, dream of becoming a seaman. Life on a ship is not easy, but its promise is truly attractive to many. It's a chance to travel to different countries, see places we only used to see in postcards, and experience different cultures. For a people naturally fond of exploring, sailing seems to be in our blood. The story of seamen is a story of adventure and discovery. But more than just travel, the biggest reason why many enter the maritime industry is the opportunity to help their families. A seaman's salary, especially once they become an officer, is higher compared to many jobs here in the Philippines. This becomes a way to send siblings to school, provide medical care for parents, and build their own home. Every sacrifice at sea, the loneliness, the fatigue, the danger, is made worthwhile by the smiles of the family being helped. Being a seaman is not just a job, it's a mission for a better future for loved ones. Being a seaman is a profession that comes with honor. All over the world, the skill and hard work of Filipino seamen are recognized. They are known for being hardworking, patient, and quick to learn. When you say you're a seaman, respect immediately follows because everyone knows that what you go through is not easy. From studying in maritime school to completing cadetship, every step is full of challenges. That's why every Filipino seaman is a hero in their own way, heroes sailing for their family's dreams and for our country's economy. So if you're one of the young people dreaming of boarding a ship, this guide is for you. Let's go through the steps you need to take one by one. From choosing your course to getting your license, we'll be with you on your journey. Remember, all big dreams start with a small step, and your journey to becoming a world-class Filipino seaman starts now. Get ready, because the ocean of opportunity awaits you. Come on, let's find out what to do. The first big decision you need to make is choosing between the deck and engine departments. Think of the ship as a large body. These two are its heart and mind. If you choose deck, you'll be part of what are called navigators. The course for this is Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, or BSMT. Deck officers are in charge of navigating the ship, planning routes, avoiding dangers at sea, and ensuring the safety of cargo. They are the eyes of the ship, always looking ahead, making sure the voyage is safe from one port to another. If you're more interested in machines and how a giant vessel operates, the engine department is for you. The course you should take is Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering, or BS Mar. As an engine officer, you'll be the ship's doctor. You're responsible for all the machinery inside, from the main engine that powers the ship, to the generators that provide electricity, and even the water and air conditioning systems. Your job is to make sure all machines are in the best condition for a continuous and safe voyage. The career path for the two courses is also different. If you finish BSMT, you'll start as a deck cadet. Over time and through exams and experience, you can move up the ranks, from third mate, second mate, chief mate to the highest position on deck, being a ship captain or master. As captain, you'll be the leader of the entire ship. All decisions and responsibilities will be on your shoulders. This is the dream of every BSMT student. On the other hand, if you chose BS Mar, you'll start as an engine cadet. Your rise in rank will be 4th engineer, 3rd engineer, 2nd engineer, and the highest position in the engine room, the chief engineer. As chief engineer, you'll be the head of the entire engine department. You'll ensure that all machinery works properly and efficiently. Choosing between deck and engine depends on your interest and ability. Are you good at maps and planning, or do you prefer fixing and understanding machines? Think carefully, because this is where your story at sea will begin. Now that you've chosen a course, the next important step is finding the right maritime school. Not all schools are the same. The quality of education you receive will be the foundation of your entire career, so it should be carefully considered. The very first thing you should check is whether the school and its maritime program are accredited by the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, and the Maritime Industry Authority, or MARINA. This accreditation proves that the school complies with government and international maritime community standards. Remember, if your school is not accredited, you won't be able to get the necessary documents to board a ship. Another thing you should know is the school's reputation in the industry. There are schools known for producing excellent seamen, and they have strong ties with large shipping companies. These schools often have programs where companies themselves come to recruit cadets. This is a big advantage for you because it will make it easier for you to find a cadetship after your studies. Ask current seamen or research online about the top-performing maritime schools in the Philippines. Also, check the school's facilities. A good maritime school has modern equipment such as bridge and engine room simulators. Here, you'll experience situations on a ship even while you're still on land. Having complete training equipment such as firefighting and sea survival gear is also very important. These facilities will help you be prepared for real situations on the ship. Don't hesitate to visit the campus of the schools you're considering so you can see their facilities and feel the environment yourself. Lastly, also consider the cost of tuition and other fees. Studying in a maritime school can be expensive. Discuss with your family the budget you can allocate. There are state universities that offer cheaper maritime programs, and there are also private schools that provide scholarships for deserving students. The important thing is to find a school that provides quality education that your family can afford. The right school will be your port of call before you even venture into the vast ocean. Before you even step onto a ship as a cadet, you first need to complete basic training. This is a mandatory course set by the International Maritime Organization, or IMO, for all people who will work on a ship. This training is designed to give you basic knowledge and skills to stay safe at sea. You know, life at sea is unpredictable, so it's very important that you know what to do in an emergency. This is truly your first preparation for the possible challenges you will face. Basic training consists of 4 main parts. First is personal survival techniques, where you'll be taught how to use a life jacket and life raft, and how to survive at sea if you ever need to abandon ship. The second part is fire prevention and firefighting. Here, you'll learn how to prevent fires on board and how to extinguish them using different types of fire extinguishers. This includes practical training where you'll actually experience entering a smoky room and putting out a fire. The third part is elementary first aid. Since medical help might be far away when you're in the middle of the ocean, it's important to have knowledge of providing first aid. It will teach basic procedures such as wound care, applying CPR, and responding to other medical emergencies. This knowledge can save not only your own life but also the lives of your shipmates. Being prepared for any situation is a characteristic of a true seaman. The last part of basic training is personal safety and social responsibilities. This discusses the importance of following safety procedures on the ship, how to communicate properly with your shipmates from different nationalities, and how to protect the marine environment. This training usually lasts 1 to 2 weeks, and is taken at Marina-accredited training centers. The certificate you get after this is one of the most important documents you need to board a ship. This is truly your ticket to a safer voyage. When you enter the world of being a seaman, it's like entering the world of paperwork. You need to prepare so many documents, and it's important that all of them are complete and organized. Being organized with your papers is a good start. The very first and most basic document is your Seaman's Book, also known as Seafarer's Identification and Record Book, or CIRB. This is like your passport as a seaman, and it records your sea service. You can get this from Marina after you complete your basic training. Next on the list is your passport. Since you'll be traveling to different countries, you need a valid Philippine passport from the Department of Foreign Affairs. Make sure your passport has a validity of at least 1 year before you board. Aside from the passport, many shipping companies also require a U.S. visa, especially if the ship's route passes through American ports. Applying for a U.S. visa has its own process and requires an interview at the U.S. Embassy. Let's not forget your training certificates. The certificate from your basic training is the first, but as you stay longer in the industry, you'll take many other trainings depending on the type of ship you'll board. For example, if you'll work on an oil tanker, you'll need specialized training for that. Also include in your checklist the yellow fever vaccination and your medical certificate. All seamen need to undergo a strict pre-employment medical examination at a DOH-accredited clinic to ensure you are fit to work. To make it easier for you, create a folder or envelope where you'll keep all your original documents. Also have photocopies and digital copies saved in your email or USB. Some other things you should prepare are your NBI clearance, SSS number, PhilHealth number, and PAG IBIG number. Arranging all these documents can be tiring, but it's an important part of the process. Being prepared with your papers shows your professionalism and seriousness about your dream. Cadetship, or your onboard training, is the most anticipated and one of the most important stages of becoming a seaman. This is your chance to put into practice everything you learned in school. Cadetship usually lasts 12 months, and this is where you'll first board a real ship and experience real life at sea. Finding a company that will accept you as a cadet is a big challenge. Start applying to manning agencies that have a good reputation and are accredited by the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration, which is now part of the Department of Migrant Workers. Prepare a good resume and make sure all your documents are complete before you apply. Many cadets are competing for limited slots, so you need to show your determination. Don't be discouraged if you're not immediately accepted. Perseverance is key. Once you're accepted, your main guide on the ship will be your training record book. This is like a checklist of all the tasks and skills you need to learn while you're in onboard training. Make sure your officers sign it every time you complete a task. On the ship, expect life not to be easy. You'll start with the most basic tasks. If you're a deck cadet, your first job might be chipping and painting rust, cleaning the deck, and helping with anchoring the ship. If you're an engine cadet, expect cleaning the engine room, helping with machine maintenance and taking readings. Don't think these tasks are low level. This is part of the training to understand every aspect of the ship's operation and to shape your character. The most important advice for a cadet is to be hardworking, humble, and always willing to learn. Listen carefully to your officers. Don't be afraid to ask if there's anything you don't understand. Show that you're eager to learn and willing to do whatever is asked of you. Your performance as a cadet will be the basis of your reputation in the industry. 1 year of sacrifice and perseverance in your cadetship will open the door to your dream of becoming a licensed officer someday. After 12 months of endurance and learning on the ship, you'll return to the Philippines with experience and a complete training record book. But your journey doesn't end there. The next step is to return to your school to finish your course and graduate. Your onboard training is a big part of your curriculum, and you need to present your TRB to prove that you completed it. Upon your graduation, you'll hold your diploma in Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation or Marine Engineering, a testament to all your hard work. But before you become a full-fledged officer, you first need to pass the licensure examination given by Marina. This is the board exam for seamen. To prepare, most new graduates enroll in review centers. These review centers will help you review everything you've learned, from theory to practical knowledge. Reviewing requires discipline and focus. This is the last big test of your knowledge before you get your license, so give it your all. Once you pass the board exam, Marina will issue your certificate of competency. This is your license as a third mate for deck officers, or fourth engineer for engine officers. Having a license is a huge achievement. It proves that you are qualified and capable of performing the duties of an officer on a ship. This is the beginning of your career as an officer. You can now apply to manning agencies for an officer position and expect higher salaries and greater responsibilities waiting for you. The journey from being a student to becoming a licensed officer is long and full of challenges. But remember, every step is important. Just be patient with the process. Don't give up. And when you hold your license, remember everything you've been through and use it as inspiration to become an excellent and responsible officer. Your success is also the success of your family and our country. Keep sailing and reach for your dreams. The ocean is yours.